My name is Jonas Lentun, and with me today I have Vincent De Vries, who will demonstrate how you can get up and running with your VMware management pack in a couple of minutes. This video will show you end-to-end how to request a trial, download the management pack, obtain a license key, and import the management pack.
Okay, thank you very much. So without much ado, let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do is go to our website, opslogix.com. And when you're on our website, you can go to the products page, and what you'll see there is the VMware management pack. Now when you click on the link to the management pack, straight away what you'll see is a start free trial. So click that, and if you didn't have a trial before, then you can fill out the form, fill in your details. Now it's important that you submit an email address which is not Gmail or Hotmail or Outlook.com, because it won't accept a public email address. Also below, when you look at the SCOM management group name, you need to fill in exactly the SCOM management group name of your SCOM installation. So this is also case sensitive, so please take care that you fill in the correct name.
And the easiest way to find that is in the top in the operations console, right?
Yeah, in the operations manager console you can see the management group name you actually want to license stuff for. So once you submit it, you should get an email, and I'm going to my inbox here. And within about 5 minutes you should receive an email with a link to the portal, and once you click that, you can activate your account, and you activate your account pretty much by resetting your password. So enter your email address there. And once you reset your password, you can log in. Now you'll be redirected to the products page straight away, and this is where you can download the VMware management pack. So just click download. You'll be prompted with a license agreement, and also it'll ask you to, or if you would like to go to the licensing page, but we'll do that later on. So we'll just click OK. And now we've downloaded the VMware management pack. We have the zip, and we'll extract everything. And since we're on the management server of our SCOM installation already, we can just keep it local. Now the first thing we have, once we unzip the management pack, or the zip, all the files in the zip, you can see that we have installation guides, user guides, and so forth. But we also have the folder management packs, which contains all the management packs needed for monitoring VMware. Now there are a lot of components in here, things like vSAN, which you can monitor hardware, you can monitor the guest monitoring, or the guests of your VMs basically. So you don't need all of this stuff, or if you don't need it, you don't need to import all the management packs, you just need to import the management packs which you're actually going to use for monitoring. So we'll go ahead and import most of them. We're not going to import vSAN since we don't have that in our environment. So now we'll go to our administration page, and we'll go to install management packs, and we'll import our packs. So we can browse to the location where we unzip them. We'll add from disk. We don't need to satisfy any dependencies. Now here, just go ahead and select the ones you would actually like to try. If you like to try everything, you can select everything and import, but if you're not going to do hardware monitoring or vSAN monitoring or any of those, just don't bother to import them.
Yeah, you can always add them later on, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can always add them later on, and there are some management packs which you really do need. So you need the base management packs, the monitoring library, and so forth. So we're going to import all of them. This will take a while.
So when you choose which management pack to start, when you're reviewing or if you're running a trial here, it's a good practice to maybe start simple, import a couple of them to see how each of the components is getting monitored, and then add like hardware, maybe virtual machines later or vSAN along the way, so you don't do everything in once.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. It also depends on your test environment. If it's a test environment, if you have a test environment which is largely dimensioned, so if you have a lot of RAM, CPU available, then you can try all of them. If you have very little available, then I wouldn't import the management packs which require a lot of memory and CPU. And those are basically your hardware monitoring, and also your VMs to a certain extent, vSAN. But just be a bit conservative with importing them, especially if you have a large VMware environment, because it does become a little bit more resource intensive when you do that.
Yeah, especially for the virtual machine, right? If you have 100 ESX hosts, you probably have thousands of VMs, which means that you have thousands times the number of workflows that you will actually execute them. Yeah.
Well, our management pack is pretty efficient, but still it'll take memory and CPU.
Yep.
Okay, so everything is imported. And now what we need to do is license the management pack. So we'll go back to the website and we'll go to the license section, and we can see that we have a trial key there. Now we can click show key and we can copy the key from there. We see it's valid through a particular date, and usually you get a month to trial the management pack. So we'll go to the Opslogix licensing dashboard and we'll import it there. And we'll click add update key and we'll enter a key there. Okay, so we have the key imported. We see some information about the key, when it's about to expire, the number of licenses, and so forth. Now we'll go to the VMMP configuration pane or dashboard, and this is where we can actually add the connection to our vCenter.
And this works directly to host as well, right?
Yeah, we can add a ESX host directly if we really want to. But yeah, you get a little bit less monitoring information if you add them directly. That's just not because we wanted to, but it's due to the nature of all the alarms available on ESX host. Okay,
so it's a preferred way. If you have a vCenter, you should have the connection through there.
Definitely, yeah. Yes. Okay, so what we'll look at first is the resource pools. Basically, the architecture of the management pack is that you run it from a resource pool so that it's highly available and that it can fail over to another management server if needs be. So you can also do load balancing with it, but that's a little bit of a different scenario, and that's for a different video. So let's take a look at the resource pools. So the default one is the Opslogix resource pool for VMware Management Pack. And when we look at the resource pool, it's set to automatic. Now it might be a good idea to set it to manual straight away, so you can you have a granular control over which management servers are actually in your resource pool. If you only have one management server like we have here, it doesn't really matter, so you can leave it like that. But one thing you have to take into account when you use resource pools and the management servers which you put into the resource pools, once you click the connect button or check connection, which I'll show you in a minute, the collector will be deployed to those management servers and gateway servers.
So from a Opslogix best practice scenario, we always recommend manual membership, so you are in full control of the collectors, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so once you have your resource pool sorted out and your management servers added to the resource pool which you want to use, we'll go ahead and fill in the details of our virtual center, so our vCenter, and we'll enter the fully qualified domain name of our vCenter, and that's all we need to do. We don't need to add any HTTP or prefix. We need to add a username and a password. Now, just before I enter the password, you can see that I'm using the root account for this, but all you really need for monitoring is a read-only account, and which has one additional setting, but there is also a section on our website where you can see what you really need to create this account. So we'll just go ahead now, just for the purpose of demo, we'll use root and we'll enter the password for that. We'll check the connection. And if the connection works out, it says connected successfully. And if you do that, then we can add or update the connection, and it will appear in the console below, or in the list below. So there we have it. It's added now, so we can go to the Assign tab, and in the Assign tab we'll refresh it. Now, one thing you see here is we get a critical exception because it didn't find anything yet, but because we just added the connection, it might take a little bit before you can actually see the connection or get the inventory, so before you can assign it. So you might need to refresh it a couple of times before you actually see the inventory.
Just a couple of seconds usually, right?
Yeah, it really depends. Usually it's a couple of seconds, but it also depends on the speed of your SCOM environment. So, yeah. Okay, so here we have all our ESX hosts, which are in our vCenter. We can just select everything if we'd like to, because we have enough license for that. We'll click Update, and they'll all be assigned to be monitored. So that's pretty much it. We can go to our monitoring pane now, and in our monitoring pane we'll see all the different components we're monitoring. It'll take a little while. So first of all, we'll see the vCenter ESX connection. So we just created a connection. It'll still be kind of white, so there's nothing in the green ball yet. There's no green check mark yet, and that's because it's not monitored yet. This will happen in a couple of minutes for the connection, but all the other components, they still need to be discovered. That might take a while because we have like 3 discovery rounds, so everything might take up to about a day to be discovered. Now you can speed up this process if you like to by restarting the monitoring service really, but that would actually be we could show that in another video, I think, how to do that a bit quicker.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Vincent, for showing how to get started.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Yeah. Until next time.
See you in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.